For this video, we're going to be looking at the second skill in the DeltaMath assignment, graphing piecewise functions. That's called Graphing Piecewise Functions Level 1. So let's click into this, and I'm going to use my graphing calculator today to help me with these questions. So we have a piecewise function that is defined by these two equations. So it's defined by 5x plus 17 when x is less than or equal to -4. It is also defined by 5x minus 30 for when x is greater than 5. So I'm going to go ahead and reset my calculator. Remember, that is second plus 7, 1, 2. It's always good to do that. Now I'm going to go to y equals and put both of these equations in. So in y1, I'm going to put 5x plus 17. And in y2, I'm going to put 5x plus 17. And then I'm going to press second graph. Oh, I'm just realizing. Put the same equation in twice. So this should be minus 30. All right, now here is our table. And we care about the x values when they are less than -4 and also greater than 5. So let's start with the first one. I got to scroll up to when x is -4. I'm going to look for 2 points here. One when it is exactly -4 and one when it is less than -4. So at -4, our y value is -3. So that means this graph would start at the point -4, -3. So right where my cursor is right now. But we're going to have to connect that to a second point. So let's connect that to the point -5, -8. Okay, so we start at -4, -3. I'm going to click, and I'm going to drag my cursor to the point -5, -8. And if you need to change the endpoints, then you're going to just click on them. I have to change the left endpoint because this is when x is less than -4, less than or equal to, right? So that means it's going to go towards -infinity. So to do that, I'm going to click it once. We have our open circle. If I click it again, it extends the line and puts an arrow at the end. Okay, so that is the first equation. Now I'm scrolling down to an x value that is 5 or above. And now we're going to be looking at y2 because that's where we put 5x minus 30. So when x is 5, we actually have a y value of -5, meaning that this equation, this part of the graph, is going to start at 5 and then down at -5. So we're going to start right here, again, where my cursor is. Let's find a second point to connect this to. Let's go to an x value that is greater than 5. In this case, let's do 6, because why not? When x is 6, y is 0. So we're going to connect the point 5, -5 to 6, 0. 5, -5, click, and I'm going to drag to 6, 0. This time, x is strictly greater than 5. It is not equal to, which means this point needs to be in an open circle, and it's going to be greater than 5, meaning it's going to go on forever to infinity. So I'm going to click this endpoint twice, so it extends and has an arrow so that it goes towards infinity. Press submit, yes, and there we go. Hope this was helpful.